Hey, YouTube world. Ed Kirkpatrick here. Thanks for stopping by. There's a lot of salt in his head. There he is. Oh, got a story for you tonight. I knew y'all been waiting on one. Old Tom Tanner. Yeah, Tom Tanner, boy. If you got a fireplace made by Tom Tanner, you got something. Anyhow, here's a story of old Tom Tanner. I was doing wildlife work for the company I worked for. Went up Lake Oconee there, and big house there, and the guy was brewing wine in his crawl space. That's cool. Cool, dark spot. Anyhow, he went down there one day to check his wine, and smelled like a skunk. So he called, and I answered. Tom Tanner was a helper of mine, and I was doing wildlife, and he was a little older than most guys I'd hired. He's in his early 30s. Most guys I used was, early 20s, mid 20s. Anyhow, I hired him because he needed a job and I needed a helper. He knew a little bit about this and a little bit about that. So we go to this house, and I go to get in the crawl space and see the guy's wine, man. This guy's got, what they call them, carboys or something. These little tall, about 3.5, 2 foot tall things with these little funky little curly valves on them to let the gas out but not the air in. Anyway, he got about 20 of these things under his house. Now we talking about a $500,000 house, probably $1 million a day. But anyway, he likes his wine. That's cool. But man, it stunk in there, man. It smelled like gunk. I look around, I see a turd or two laying around, and it ain't a skunk poop. So I get looking around. At the corner of my eye, I catch a flash as I'm going through a crawl space with a headlamp on, gloves, heavy leather gloves, 'cause you got to. And I got a little short iron with me, one of them Taurus judges in case I meet something in that crawl space, snake, rat, wildcat, whatever. I take care of it. And of course, my eye catch a glistening, like two wavy things running. I noticed it. There's two small foxes, and they jumped out of a hole in the foundation wall. Whoa. So I crawl right, shots fired, go to the shots. So I crawl right over there where the hole's at, and I look through the hole. I don't see them no more. And I look around, and then I look back through the hole again, and I realize there's a gas pipe goes right through that hole. Right there where that hole was at was a foundation bin at one time. And this guy had a company come in there and build him a big old deck. And they just, because the foundation vent was under the deck, they didn't take it. Well, whoever did it anyway, they just knocked the foundation vent screen, knocked it out, run their pipe through there to his gas grill and, fish fry and all that junk, gas logs. That's rednecks are. Anyhow, so they didn't put the thing up. So the foxes was getting in and just kind of hanging out and eating, take them a little dump in the morning, head out. Come back in the hot of the afternoon, that's when I caught them, hanging out. So I told old Tom, he was right behind me. So I told him to lay back a little bit in case I had to fire one off. And so, come on out. Tom said, we're going to have to fill that hole in, ain't we? I said, yeah, we got to have some cement. I said, we're going to stop that hole up. I said, go get me a piece of cardboard out of the truck. We're going to cut a thing out. We're going to stop that hole up temporarily while we run to town. So that's what I done, you know, cardboard, stop that hole up temporarily while we run. The foxes are out. So we run to town, we buy one of them new vents, and we get a bag of the mortar mix. And I'm like, geez, I got nothing to make mortar mix with. And I thought about, well, sometimes they have them little black trays, you know. Where you can mix the mortar in. I asked about, no, we're out of them. All we got is a wheelbarrow. And I said, oh, okay. So I bought a wheelbarrow, mortar mix, screen vent, and a trowel. And we was heading back, and Tom said, you know what, I can do that. I said, what, Tom? He said, I can fix that hole. That's what I like to do, man. That's my calling. I can do all that stuff. All right, we'll get back there. You do it. You know. We got back there and we crawled back to the crawl space, you know. Well, we could have crawled under the deck, but we wanted to crawl to the crawl space just to make sure the cardboard was down. We knew they'd come back. And the cardboard wasn't down, so okay. So he proceeds to go back out there, and he gets everything ready. He comes in there, and boy, he slaps that mortar on here, and he does this. And he takes that new screen, and he puts it in, and he sealed it up real good. And we get on back out there, and he said, we got to wash this wheelbarrow out. You know, just a little patch, but you got to buy a 10-pound bag of mortar. You got to wash this stuff out because it'll run, you know, it'll set up, run your wheelbarrow. I said, well, I really don't get ripped. I said, well, you took that wheelbarrow in the dump, you know. He said, no, you can't do that. So I'm going to put it back on the truck. I said, well, you can have the wheelbarrow, you know. We'll stop the service station something up. I need to wash it out. I said, well, hell, you know, we can't wash it out here in this fancy ass neighborhood. So anyway, we stopped at the service station on the way out. He went over, washed that thing out, got it, put it back on the truck. I said, boy, sure likes that wheelbarrow. And got to talk to him about it on the way back, and he's a bricklayer. And worked for a guy and got fired and didn't go there. But anyway, he's a family man. Had 2 kids and a wife. And so I took him, and that time I had to pick him up at his house and take him back to his house. So we was pulling up to his house, and I was taking him back. I said, don't forget to get your wheelbarrow out of the back of the truck. He said, I won't. I'll get it. He said, I hate to ask you this, but I said, oh boy, here it comes. Want money. He said, you got any extra food laying around the house, do you? I said, food? Yeah, we gonna be a little short with the rent and electric bill. We'll be a little short. I mean, we got something to eat right now, but I don't know if you had any extra food, you know, it'd be nice. I said, well, I'll give you some money. He said, no, I don't want no money. He said, no, I don't want no money. And he hit me like, well, okay. You just got any extra food, you know, it helped me out. All right. So I went home, you know, and I put together a little care package, went up, picked him up next morning. So here, Tom, I got your bag of groceries here. Oh man, I appreciate it. So hang on, we get these to my wife. Kids need to eat. I'm like, oh boy. Anyway, Tom valued that wheelbarrow more than anything. It just got me to thinking. He was so proud to get that wheelbarrow. A little later on, Tom made some money. Tom bought him an old pickup truck. A little later on, Tom saved him back a little money. Come to me one day and said, Ed, I'm going to have to leave you, buddy. I said, why, Tom? He said, well, I done got a truck, a wheelbarrow, and some other tools and stuff. I'm going to start laying brick again, but for myself. I got 2 jobs lined up right now, and they ain't these damn contractors. Them contractors, they'll get you 2 or 3 jobs, promise you the moon, and say the next big one's coming up, and then you don't hear from them again. So now these people reached out to me. I talked to them. They got money. I said, well, Tom, I wish you the best of luck, buddy. So yeah, this is 8 months later. And Tom said, yeah, I appreciate you giving me that wheelbarrow. That wheelbarrow was the first start of me, getting the tools I need to do my own thing. And old Tom Tanner today, like I said, he does about 3 or 4 fireplaces a month. When you go in and do the stone fireplaces, he's an expert at that. He can do designs. He's even done a couple with scripture in it, and a bunch of them with family names in it. He's a sought after person, but he won't do about 3 jobs a month. He's got a farm. And I think I want to say 44 acres. He's got 2 cows, 20 plus chickens. Keeps 5 to 6 pigs at a time. And he got rabbits too. And of course a garden. And he still drives that old beat up pickup truck he bought, saved up. I think it's a 98 Ford F-150. But his wife, she drives a 4-door SUV BMW. Yep, Tom's done well. And I was glad I had a part in it by giving him a wheelbarrow. Yeah. Has somebody ever given you the tool to unlock your life? Well, I can tell you what. Jesus Christ gave me mine. Perhaps he'll give you yours if you'll just believe. All right, gang. Tom Tanner. Yep, had to tell the story. Love y'all. God bless you. Adios. Ed Kirkpatrick.